But people look at the bowl and they're like, well, you crazy? You expect me to eat food out of a paper bowl or pho out of a paper bowl? And that doesn't resonate well with Vietnamese community until they eat my food. They're like, oh, it's like, I can't believe this tastes like pho, and it's I'm very proud. Nobody puts more love into their pho than I do, but it's just, how do I tell that story? It's 100 bones, a pasture raised beef bones. Right? Most of us don't care when we're trying to look for humble ingredients. We're looking for the cheapest bones possible, right? The oldest cow, the most steroids filled, antibiotic built cow possible. They don't care as long as the bone is cheap. A lot of us won't care. That's what but me, if I'm going to feed this to my kids, that bone, that blood better be running clean. I hope it is anyways, right? And I have to believe the vendors. It's like, look, if you tell me these are pasture raised, right? Even grass fed is like now they saying it's a lie, right? Because they just lock you up in a cage and they give you grass. They call it grass fed, right? So it's, not that there's anything wrong with it, right? It's just, it's part of the world we live in. It's just which part do you align with, and what do you choose to put in your body? I can't judge anybody for what they do for been hundreds and thousands of years, but in a sense, I can judge by my purchasing decisions. It's like, look, you do you, I'm gonna do me, right? This is the product that I'm gonna put on the table because it aligns with my pride. It aligns with the way I'm built.
I'm a big believer in putting in the reps, and then when the opportunity presents itself, hopefully you're ready for it. So walk us through how things you learned with the deli with your sister, and then Venus Sun, and how did that prepare you for the next stage of your entrepreneurial pursuit?
Man, I think you put it so well. Chance favors the prepare mind. And I always like to think that sometimes you gotta find every single nugget of energy to kind of push yourself, like motivate yourself, the self-talk, right? To have that belief. And I'm big in information. I'm big in being able to connect the dot. Brain is the biggest muscles in the body. So it's like, how do you exercise your brain, right? And see, you got books behind you. So it's just like, it's what information are you going to choose to filter and absorb? And for me, the experience of building 5 Venus Sun and then building the first one I called the Renton Deli, I saw the whole process from structural engineering to mechanical to electrical. You gotta pick up enough of those nuggets to know that I can handle a discussion, right? It's like you want to be in a room among people and not feel like you're out of place, right? If so, you can put. I like to pride myself. It's like, hey, if I'm at a engineering convention, it's just math, right? And these guys they just specialize in a certain field, and I should be able to relate to them. So the construction background, the F&B background, it's a perfect marriage for me in the sense that I can build out very cheap. I can build out very efficient. I can, so those experience, those informations are extremely crucial in terms of knowing how to navigate a project. And we're probably going to lead up to how did I build the biggest Vietnamese restaurant in the world, outside of it, on a budget, right? And it's because those experiences is going to give you insight to how to you got to have the blueprint.